Are you upset with the fight that the Yankees and Comcast are in, which would indicate that Comcast is not going to carry the YES Network, which would mean that you're if Comcast, if, hi, my name is David Samson. It's Friday at 8:23 a.m. or 10:23 if you're watching on DraftKings. All right, I'm good. Are you concerned that the YES Network and Comcast will not have a deal in time for you to watch your game? The first YES Network game is tomorrow. Comcast and the Yankees are at a stalemate. They've been at a stalemate for a very long time. I'm going to get to the conclusion first and then talk you through it. There has been a short détente that has been agreed to by the Yankees and Comcast. And this détente will allow you to watch your game on Saturday. A détente means that there was a deadline that had passed, after which YES Network would be taken off Comcast. Comcast and the Yankees kept delaying that deadline, and they've done it again. They've now delayed it to Monday night. That means that there's people who are going to work all weekend, except it really doesn't take a genius to know why Comcast and YES Network through the Yankees are having a problem. Because Comcast is being realistic about what YES Network is, and the Yankees are trying to hold on like fingers on a slipping iceberg to what YES Network used to be. YES Network used to be on a basic tier. YES Network used to be part of what you got with the cable package. YES Network was getting paid for every subscriber of Comcast. YES Network was then paying some of that money to the Yankees, keeping the rest, showing a profit, building value. And then Comcast said, I'm sorry, we have a slight problem with our customers. Our customers would very much like to have YES Network on a tier that is not basic. They would like it to be on a top tier, a higher tier, where they pay extra for YES Network because there's way more people who don't want to pay for it, who don't want it as part of the basic package. And you are asking me to charge all of my customers, A, an amount too much, and B, too many of them who aren't interested. So, Yankees, our proposal is that we go to this elevated tier. And the Yankees say, no chance, toilet pants. I'm not doing that. Why would you make me? At the end of the day, there's other teams around who haven't had to do that. How do you feel about having to prove your worth? It's way easier when you can trade on the past or trade on the future. The people who are the most successful are those who trade on the now, those who are able to prove their value today, not what it once was and may never will be again, and not what it should be and may never end up occurring. If you can trade to your boss or in your family, wherever you are today, and you can trade on what you do and say and think now, you're always going to have the advantage, always. And the reality is that now YES Network is in a totally different position because Comcast is in a totally different position. There have been carriage battles galore that we cover, whether it's on the Sporting Class or on Nothing Personal. And we call it a carriage battle. We call it a stalemate. We call it a situation where a cable company says to a regional network, we cannot pay you what we used to pay you. And the regional network says, we need you to pay us what you've paid us because otherwise our revenue will go down, but our expenses can't because we have long-term deals with players. But these carriage disputes have been going on since the beginning of time. They're the same thing as a dispute you have with your boss when you view yourself as worth X and the boss views you as worth X minus Y and will only pay you the lesser amount. You then start dancing for your dinner. And when you dance for your dinner as an employee, you'd be best served to dance about what you're eating today with a sprinkling of what you ate tomorrow. Too many employees think, too many companies think, let's bury them with the results of the past. Let's show how great I was last year, and that will set the tone for the power and the pleasure that I get this year in my job. But as an employer, as someone who's doing budgets, I'm not at all interested in the past. You don't have to sell me on what you did last year, because if you didn't do your job, I'd fire you. And if you did do your job well, you likely got bonus. But either way, the S is C. The slate is clean. You're starting over. This carriage dispute is a problem. You've got political intervention with the governor of New York. This could go all the way up to the president of the United States. Who knows what involvement the president would want to or think he can or should have, or what power he would have to have settlements. It's always my favorite. Learned this on the West Wing with Martin Sheen. There's only one thing I know. You can't have air traffic controllers strike on Christmas. Well, that's true. But man, oh man, you're giving some kind of leverage to the other side, aren't you? The leverage that exists between Comcast and YES Network, who do you think has it? It's Comcast all the way around. And at some point, the Yankees are going to realize that. They haven't, and I don't blame them for that, because I was on that side also. Think about this. If you are a YouTube TV subscriber, you've never even gotten YES Network. You've never had the opportunity to watch the Yankees play. YouTube TV drops SNY, where the Mets play, back in June of 2023. So if you are a YouTube TV person, as an example, you're not getting YES Network, you're not getting SNY, you're thinking to yourself, this doesn't seem fair because I can't even watch my team if I live in New York on the MLB app because I'm blacked out. Why does YouTube TV say we don't need YES Network or SNY or any of the regional sports networks? Because people who have YouTube TV don't give a tinker's damn. MLB, NHL, NBA, they're there for the myriad other things that YouTube TV provides. Because frankly, if you have YouTube TV and you don't get the Mets and you're a big Mets fan and you don't agree to do something to get them, then are you actually a Mets fan? It's okay that there's different ways to get a piece of content that you want. It's up to you to decide how much you'll pay for a piece of content, for a block of entertainment. But the days of asking other people to pay for your entertainment, those days are over.